Oh, I do have the words here. Huh. Well, she's walking through the clouds with a circus mind running round. Butterflies and zebras and moonbeams and fairy tales, that's all she ever thinks about. Riding with the wind. When I'm sad, she comes to me with 1,000 smiles she gives to me free. It's all right, she says, it's all right. Take anything that you want from me. Anything. Yes, okay. I'm just messing around. You know that.
Yeah, but it sounds good.
Oh, thank you. But what I mean is, we haven't started or anything like that, have we? Because I was just messing around. If we started, I won't hunch. I'll sit up straight.
We're quasi started.
Oh, okay. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm still sending out the link. It's just tricky. So for anyone who has managed to find us at this point, welcome. Hello. Nice to see you. My apologies for the technical difficulties. Facebook Live just isn't being my friend tonight. So that's okay. We'll have some good music in the end. Great. So Blair, I honestly don't remember if we discussed this in our messages. I hope so. If you would be, first of all, hi, welcome.
Hi.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you. Nice to be
here. For folks that don't know, this is Blair Packham.
Packham. Yeah.
And how often do you get that? That's awful.
I get that all the time to the point where I got mad at some point in the 90s, I can remember. And I looked in the Toronto phone book to see how many Pac-Mans they are, because people can be looking at it there. You know, I'll be in a doctor's office and the person will be looking at their screen, they'll see my name and they'll look up and they'll say, "Yes, Mr. Pac-Man." And I will get annoyed because it's like, it's right in front of you, for goodness sake. And so I looked in the Toronto phone book, which was a thing in the 90s. And there were precisely 13 Pac-Mans and precisely 13 Packhams. So then I thought, okay. I've never met a Pac-Man before.
Well, this was a slip of the tongue.
I understand, but I had to point it out.
Yeah, so. No, it's fine. I mean, I believe I pointed it out, but yeah. No, it's fine.
Yeah, you did.
For my, we're revealing secrets here. Not my stage name. Stage name James, pretty straightforward. But my real last name, nobody has heard of. I think there's 6 in Ontario.
Wow.
5 of which I'm related to. So
amazing.
So now everyone's like, what? And they make that face too. It's quite strange. So I have not managed to get to my original point yet, so we're doing well here. If you would be so kind as to oblige us with an opening song before my opening set, then I'll make sure that the link is everywhere and get people connected to us.
I will happily do that. Let's see. Oh, I'll do this one. I need to, I haven't played that much, even though I actually been playing in the park in Toronto. I've been playing it in Kew Gardens, and but it's amazing. You don't play for a little while, and it's amazing how the words can escape you. So I'll play this one, and hopefully they won't. About I said that all the others were, but that wasn't really true. You, yeah, you, this song's about you. Please don't be alarmed. It's cause I really miss you sometimes. I hope that that's forgivable. I know it isn't logical, but when something pretty magical just turns to dust, you, yeah, you, this song's about you. I said that all the others were, but that wasn't really true. You, yeah, you, this song's about you. Please don't be alarmed. It's cause I really miss you sometimes. It's nothing that I mean to chase, just something that I had to say. Before you turn and walk away, this one's for you. You, yeah, you, this song's about you. I said that all the others were, but that wasn't really true. You, yeah, you, this song's about you. Please don't be alarmed. It's cause I really miss you sometimes. Sometimes I got so mad, pissed off at you, sad with you. But now that that's gone away, I can turn and say I miss you. You, yeah, you, this song's about you. I said that all the others were, but that wasn't really true. You, yeah, you, this song's about you. Please don't be alarmed. It's cause I really miss you sometimes. It's nothing that I mean to chase, just something that I had to say. But before you turn and walk away, this one's for you. I said that all the others were, but that wasn't really true. You, yeah, you, the song's about you. Please don't be alarmed. It's cause I really miss you sometimes. Please don't be alarmed. It's cause I really miss you sometimes. I kinda miss you.
Nice, nice. I didn't catch the little, reverb at the end. That didn't come across the mic, but
Oh, well.
it's pretty cool. There's so Neil Modi says, "Hey Blair."
That's all Neil says? I've been
That's
waiting for
that's all
more.
he said. That's all Neil Modi. And you know what? I realized I made sure everyone else had the new link, and I didn't make sure that you had the new link. So I will do that. I will send you the new link.
Fantastico.
If you want to share it, that'd be great. You can
Okay.
send my apologies.
Will
Okay.
do.
So, I think we have our feet on the ground now. Hello again. Hello to people who are just joining us. Hello to anyone who was in the first one and now is in the second one. My apologies for the technical issues. It's just where it's at tonight. D. Smith says clap, clap, and Neil is saying great tune, which I have to agree. So now I'm gonna open for you, even though you kind of it's like a double open. And the first song I'm gonna sing is called A New Lullaby, and actually, this song very much ended up in its current form through working through it over multiple years at Song Studio, which is where I met Blair. And it's this great course in Toronto / online this year where people like work on songs and the art of songwriting. So yeah. This is A New Lullaby. Just pulling up my band, my garage band, since I can't have my usual crew with me right now. Mother said it was too soon. Shoot for the stars, crash on the moon. And don't you dare give up your dream. So I walked away. You grew in me. My heart learned a song. Forever, for always, we love you and me. Please help me to hold you, to love you, to keep your cheeks dry. Please help me to learn how to sing a new lullaby. It took a few years, but I realized your words may always stay locked inside. I'm doing my best to carry this fight, the weight, the fear of daily life. My heart burns a song. Forever, for always, we love you and me. So please help me to hold you, to love you, to keep your cheeks dry. Please help me to learn how to sing a new lullaby. Take my hand. Tell me the secrets of your universe. Telling you a song and I'll write you a verse. Find a new way to say. I'll hold you, I'll love you, I'll keep your cheeks dry. I'll learn how to sing a new lullaby. Please help me to hold you, to love you, to keep your cheeks dry. Please help me to learn how to sing a new lullaby. I see you nodding. Thank you, Blair.
Because I
I'm
was
gonna.
muted.
Pardon?
I was muted, so
You were muted, so
yeah.
yeah. Well, I saw the noting. I am going to give a shout out to my sound guy. He's pretty great. His name's Jason. I like him a lot. And B, see if he can come in here and turn up my headphones a little bit. And while he is hopefully doing that, I'm going to introduce my next song. So, this is actually not one that I wrote, but it's also kind of not really a cover. It was written because I'm the only person who's ever sung it. It was written by Mona Musa, the spoken word poet, who is also my best friend and awesome. And Liz Gibson, the pianist I work with in non-COVID times. So this is called Find Your Faith. Yeah, and it was kind of the beginning of a bit of a musical journey for the three of us. Bringing up my band again. I miss them. I miss the people that I play on stage with. GarageBand just is a poor substitute, but We're making do. Okay. Thanks. Find your faith in the river, find your hope in the rain, find your joy on the mountain, holding clouds of pain. We will laugh with the thunder, we will pray to the moon, we will crave salvation in a foggy afternoon. Find your faith on the river, find your hope in the rain, find your joy on the mountain, holding clouds of faith. We will laugh with the thunder, we will pray to the moon, we will crave salvation in a foggy afternoon. And when you reach the end, will you face your fear? Will you cry out for mercy, wondering how you got here? And when you reach the end, will you face your fear? Will you cry out for mercy, wondering how you got here? Calling to mercy, living honestly. I surrender honestly. Find your faith in the river, find your hope in the rain, find your joy on the mountain, holding clouds of pain. We'll laugh with the thunder, we will pray to the moon, we will crave salvation in a foggy afternoon. Like thunder, our friction turns to lightning. The waves are pulling us under. The tide's too strong for fighting. The compass leads us south as we look for the light. In a foggy afternoon, find your voice in the river, find your hope in the rain, find your joy on the mountain, holding clouds of pain. We will laugh with the thunder, we will pray to the moon, we will crave salvation in a foggy afternoon.
That's lovely.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So shout out to Mona. She's usually watching. So thank you for writing such an awesome text. Yeah, she's pretty great.
And the sound effects. That sound effect. No, I'm serious. I really like it a lot. It
Good.
adds a lot. Yeah.
Good.
Beautiful movie.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
So yeah, with that, I'm gonna pass it over to you, Blair, to share a few tunes.
Okay. You tell me. I'll just keep going until you tell me to stop. So.
Okay. So in 4 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, you can stop me before that.
I will.
But yeah, okay, great. Yeah, this one is about, it's funny. I teach songwriting classes, and not just at Song Studio, but at Seneca College. And one of the things I ask my students when they're doing an assignment is to not say this next song is about, because first of all, I feel like the song should probably say that, but also I get tired of it because I have, you know, a bunch of students and I hear that a lot. And yet I do it myself without any,
Ha!
I know,
No,
I
I
just did
know.
it.
Actually, when
Yeah.
you introduced your song, I was like, I distinctly remember Blair like
Yeah.
giving a lecture and being like, "Don't do this."
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think it's, you know, if you have something to say, like if you say, like they're my students and like they're doing assignments. So imagine this. Imagine if you're in a chemistry class and you handed in your paper and you said, yeah, I got really wasted last night, so my voice is kind of messed up and I didn't do a good job on the paper. So, you know, whereas, and they're doing that, they'll do that. And I've seen people do it on stage as well, like in front of an audience. They'll say, yeah, sorry, my voice is kind of messed up. And they use that voice too. They talk like that. And so I'm just sort of tired of it. But you know what? I'm the teacher. I can do what I want. So
I think it's good. I think it's a good point. And actually, the first song that I did, a couple of my rewrites were to make it so that like no preamble was required. So I think
right.
it's a good point.
And songs too, they can really benefit from ambiguity. You know, they can benefit from not having everything explained in the song or in advance of the song.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just wonder if this particular one that I'm going to do is too ambiguous. So, yeah, I would say it's
What's your
yeah,
explanation?
it's the explanation is very brief. It's about the end of a relationship, and you think it's over, but you go back like one more time because the sex was so good. That's a pretty good explanation.
All right, yeah, it's
The
brief.
song doesn't say any of that at all. So, you know.
Well, now we know.
My usual excuses are usually enough, but tonight my biggest critic is made of stronger stuff. If you ask me for my story, then declare it all a bore. Baby, what did you come here for? Subtext kind of baffles me. What is it that you mean? Tell your truth directly, please, and free of mystery. I'm sick and tired of asking. I won't beg, but I'll implore. Baby, what did you come here for? Baby, what did you come here for? Just sit me down and tell me how your heart got torn. Baby, what did you come here for? Were you expecting we'd add up like 2 and 3 makes 4? Your expectations ain't my business. I won't change for you no more. So baby, what did you come here for? I've wrestled tin horn tyrants, drawing lines across the sand, and battered backroom bullies, shaking babies, kissing hands. I hate to play the victim after winning so many wars, but baby, what did you come here for? Baby, what did you come here for? To sit me down and tell me how your heart got torn. Baby, what did you come here for? Were you expecting we'd add up like 2 and 3 makes 4? Your expectations ain't my business. I won't change for you no more. So baby, what did you come here for? My usual excuses are usually enough, but tonight my biggest critic is made of stronger stuff. If you ask me for my story, then declare it all a bore. Well, really, baby, what did you come here for? Baby, what did you come here for? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
it's not like it's not there.
well, now that you know to listen for it, it's not
Yeah,
there.
but I remember you doing that song before, and I don't remember the explanation. I don't know. Who knows? It was
I
like
think
in
I
a
added the
time.
explanation. I added it and thought, well, here I go. I'm going to do that thing.
Yeah,
So
that's all right. We
um,
forgive you.
somehow the guitar slipped out of tune, which is rare. I can fly this guitar to Europe and it'll come out of the case in tune. So
Oh,
there. But then that's temp. This is not what people paid for. Oh wait.
and it's there's no paying. Although while you're my
I
Mac
think
just
that's
yelled
close
at
enough.
me. There,
What's
are you
that?
good? So my Mac just yelled at me. Are you good to go, or I have things I can talk about.
Oh no, no, I'm good to go.
Oh,
I was just tuning and making time, filling time. The fewer songs I play, the better. That's
mm,
been my philosophy.
no, this is not
Um,
true.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Speaking of true, this is a song that came true. I wrote it. It wasn't true. It was fiction, and then it became true later. Funny how she flew all the way to Boston, where she don't know a soul. Funny how fast her half of our possessions were bundled up or sold. Funny how the life we thought we'd made crumbled with the signing of a page. We're free of all those vows. Should be laughing, but somehow it ain't so funny now. Ain't it strange how she seemed to look right through me when I gave back her key? Then again, how she thought she ever knew me is just a mystery. Funny how the life we thought we'd made crumpled with the signing of a page. We're free of all those vows. Should be laughing, but somehow it ain't so funny now. Funny how I never gave her that much credit, and I was prone to criticize. I loved her so, but I probably only told her like some consolation prize. Funny how the life we thought we'd made crumpled with the signing of a page. We're free of all those vows. Should be laughing, but somehow it ain't so funny now. The good times disappeared, dissolved away in tears, and ain't it funny now? Funny how she flew all the way to Boston, where she don't know a soul.
It's heartbreaking. It was beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, life be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
D. Smith says nice.
D. Smith, what is your real name?
It doesn't tell me who D. Smith
Okay.
is. We have the mysterious D. Smith. Hello,
It
mysterious D. Smith.
seems made
Um,
up.
and they say e clap, e clap, e clap.
Ah.
That's that word is just a little. Strange. And Neil Modi would like to know, Blair, baby, what am I paying you for? Smiley face.
What am I paying you for? Yeah,
That's what Neil says.
right. Neil, well,
Oh, it's Debbie Smith. Oh, hi, Debbie.
oh, Debbie. Thankfully, I don't know. No, I mean, I didn't know that, and I thought it. No, I know I don't know Debbie. Anyway, I just thought it was funny that I went, hey, Debbie, and I got all excited, and I realized, oh, I don't actually know Debbie.
Well, I don't know
Thank you.
Debbie directly, but she we had technical difficulties last week too.
Yeah.
Completely different ones,
Oh,
but still. And she was very helpful along the way, helping us, telling us what we were seeing, and sent some useful feedback. So thank you
nice.
very much, Debbie.
Yeah.
Assuming it's the same Debbie Smith. It'd be funny if it was a different one.
And you're
But
thanking
not
somebody
like.
profusely. Yeah, and it's
Uh,
not.
and
Yeah.
then Lizzie says virtual applause. So thank
Very
you
nice.
very
That's very
much.
nice. Well, yes, I'll
Oh,
play a virtual
Blair
song.
has
I'll be virtually good.
wine.
Sorry, what happened?
I said, "Oh, Blair has wine."
Oh,
I,
yes.
I was, I was very excited about it and envious. So I'm gonna stop talking now so you can play a song.
All right, I will. I will play a song. My bed is soaked, my body shakes, and it's no better in these dreams about you. When you're flying around my room, dancing on my tomb, saying I won't live without you. Oh, I'll believe in love till the fever breaks. I was strong, but got stung. I was bitten by the bug to get you. And now you are a drug. I can feel it in my blood, just enough to never let me forget you. Oh, I'll believe in love till the fever breaks. I'll do whatever you need. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll do whatever I can do to make it through and burn till the fever breaks. First your hips, then your lips. One shade brighter and they would have exploded. You made promises to me, but the only one I've seen is the sweat in which my face is coated. Oh, I'll believe in love till the fever breaks. I'll do whatever you need. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll do whatever I can do to make it through and burn till the fever breaks. Maybe you're my illusion, a picture that I have drawn. But you're gonna be real to me till someone proves me wrong. I'll do whatever you need. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll do whatever I can do to make it through and burn till the fever breaks. I'll do whatever I can do to make it through and burn till the fever breaks. Till the fever breaks. Gonna put on my love coat till the fever.
Nice, nice. It's good.
Thank you.
Lots and lots of virtual applause happening over here.
Very nice.
Neil says groovy riff,
That was a
which I agree.
that was a Jitters single from my band from the 80s, although that came out in 1990.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and got to number 4 on the Much Music charts.
Cool.
Yeah, like it did okay at radio, but on Much Music for some reason every week it would go up and like one number at a time. so that it was going up, but not in a fast way and then disappearing. It sort of just was on the chart. Like it was like at number 18, and then it was number 17, and then you know how numbers go.
I
And
do. I do. Next is 16.
yes, you could make those charts then.
Then we
Yeah,
have
yeah,
15.
yeah.
My 5-year-old, however, doesn't know how numbers go.
Well, that's the hazard of being a 5-year-old sometimes.
It
Yeah,
is. It
yeah,
is.
yeah. So yeah, so there's that song. Um,
It's great.
thank you. I think I would like to play you. I think I would like to play a song by somebody else.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get you to do one more song, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about how people can support the series.
yeah.
And if you wanna do a closing number after that, that'd be great.
I would love to do that. That's great.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
so I will do this one. This is sneeze. Nope, it went away. This is a Jesse Winchester song. The late great. To the songwriters out there, if you've never checked out Jesse Winchester, you should. He's like a slow burn, kind of subtle at times. Anyway, didn't he know what he was doing? Putting eyes into my head. If he didn't want me watching women, he'd have left my eyeballs dead. Isn't that so? Isn't that so? You got to go where your heart says go. Isn't that so? Well, didn't he know what he was doing when he made that magic vine? His own son got a reputation for turning water into wine. Now, isn't that so? Hey, isn't that so? Yeah, yeah. You got to go where your heart says go. Isn't that so? Hey, line of least resistance leads me on, leads me on. The line of least resistance leads me on, leads me on. Well, didn't he know what he was doing when he divided high from low? You got to bury that seed in the dirt, my friend, if you want that thing to grow. Isn't that so? Hey, isn't that so? Yeah, yeah. You got to go where your heart says go. Isn't that so? Yeah, isn't that so? Isn't that so? Yeah, yeah. You got to go where your heart says go. Isn't that so? Yeah. You got to go where your heart says go. Well, isn't that so? Jazz hands.
Yeah, that was just the feeling. That was the feeling at the end. That's great. I've never heard that song before, and I like.
Well,
I love.
I'm actually, I have to wonder. I wonder if it's politically incorrect. The opening verse.
Oh, what was it? I don't
Uh,
remember it.
didn't he know? Didn't he know what he was doing? Putting eyes into my head. If he didn't want me watching women, he'd have left my eyeballs dead. Isn't that so? You know, I mean,
Yeah, I feel like it's
It borders on it in a way,
Borderline.
in another way, it's what it's speaking to, and the rest of the song addresses this too. Is it's like human nature and reality and what's happening, and he's not, the song certainly is not in any way advocating anything beyond, as he says, watching women. It's not, if he didn't want me harassing women, it's just watching women, like, taking in the splendor of the world, and that includes women.
Yeah, I
And
say,
you know,
like, I don't think so.
all
I
this goes through my head while I'm singing it, by the way.
No, I totally get it.
Yeah.
I don't think the idea of like watching women like is inherently problematic because like within the context, there's nothing to say that it's within the song. There's nothing to say that it's not a situation where um like a woman is on stage or in a video or
Right.
whatnot. So I don't like that phrase in and of itself. I think is fine. I
Yeah. Yeah.
think as soon as you take it a couple steps beyond to like staring at women or
Or stalking women or harassing women, but
or like
really,
being creepy, then that's different. But
yeah.
I don't think that I think that it
I mean, nobody's
anything.
ever come up to me and asked me about it or said anything about it, and it's not my song anyway. But I do think it's. I mean, the rest of the song, didn't he know what he was doing when he made the magic vine? He's talking about pot. He's talking about weed. His own son got a reputation for turning water into wine. In other words, he's saying it's a natural thing, like this natural plant. And then the last one, didn't he know what he was doing when he divided high from low? You got to bury that seed in the dirt, my friend, if you want that thing to grow. And I think he's talking about the basics of life, and letting them, and they can become more sophisticated, but there are some basic things like sexual attraction and weed. I don't know. He's
This is
not around.
this is
Jesse
like
Winchester is gone.
the core principles of life.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I don't know
Sexuality.
about that. I think it's catchy. I don't know.
Yeah. Lizzie also hadn't heard it before and also loved it.
Oh,
Debbie's we have received or you have received whooshing applause over the internet.
that's
I think that's
fantastic.
pretty high praise. I think that's
Yes.
pretty high
Yeah.
praise. Oh, right, I got to do that whole promo thing.
Yes.
So this series is getting started, and Blair, thank you so much for being here tonight, and it's great to hear you and chat with you. And for those of you watching, thank you. It's so much more fun to make music when people are around than when it's just like by ourselves in our
Yeah.
bedrooms. And if you want to support the series and keep having these concerts come out, you can like the Facebook page, you can subscribe to our newsletter, and you can support the artists financially by donating to the PayPal me. And I will put all of those links in the chat and the comments. So that would be appreciated. And Blair, I'm going to hand it over to you for the last song.
Excellent. Thank you. Okay. I really enjoyed being here. Thank you. It's great. It is actually great to have to focus yourself to, play for people who are paying attention as opposed to just playing at home on your own.
Yeah.
So it's really great. So thank you for asking me, Coraline. I, I was on an adventure cruise about 4 years ago, I guess, in the summertime. We went from Greenland. No, we went from St. John's, Newfoundland, up around Labrador and across the Davis Strait to Greenland. And in Labrador, we visited a bunch of communities, including some abandoned communities that had been relocated by the Newfoundland and Labrador government, and to really disastrous effect. And there were the village of Hebron is the one I'm thinking of, and they pronounced it Hebron, by the way, not Hebron. The people had been moved down south from there, and because it was cheaper for the government to move them and support them, and it was disastrous because they separated the community into various communities who didn't want them, and there was nowhere for them to sleep. they slept in tents in the first winter, and it was really not good, and continues to not be good. In like 2004, I think the Newfoundland and Labrador government officially apologized to the community, and the response from the Inuit people was so great, and it was on the plaque that held the apology as well. And it was just so gracious and warm, considering. And the last three words struck me: "We forgive you."
Wow.
I just thought that was really powerful because it was so simple. Forgiveness is a thing in short supply these days, and so I was moved to write this song. I don't often write sort of topical songs, but and this isn't really topical because it was they were moved in 1959, but it was topical for me anyway. I heard a story on a ship off the coast of Labrador. It's not my story, but it needs to be passed on. Words. So forgive me, if you will, my mistakes in any details, as I try to speak for others in this song. My name is Nakasak. I come from Labrador, the settlement called Hebron. Hebron Bay was my shore. All my days I'd hunt and fish, working with my hands, and I love to play the trumpet in the missionaries' band. In the spring of '59, the announcement made in church, the plan they called resettlement would ease the public purse. They took us from our homes by signing a few pages, and soon we left our ancestors in the Torngat Mountain ranges. From the land we knew by heart to a land that's unforgiving. Back home we had a life, down here we're barely living. The easy arrogance of others forced us to depart to a land that's unforgiving, from the land we knew by heart. No homes in which to put us, no one's waiting arms in welcome. The food was scarce, and what was worse, families were badly broken. Lost, alone, and lonely, we wintered in our tents. Our children lost their language, we never had a chance. From the land we knew by heart to a land that's unforgiving. Back home we had a life, down here we're barely living. The easy arrogance of others forced us to depart to a land that's unforgiving, from the land we knew by heart. If you walk the beach at Rama and see bear tracks on the sand, well, they will wash away soon enough, as we were washed from this land. But our spirit prevails, because our pride is strong. We will forgive, but we won't forget, as time goes on, and we go on and on. From the land we knew by heart to a land that's unforgiving. Back home we had a life, down here we're barely living. The easy arrogance of others forced us to depart to a land that's unforgiving, from the land we knew by heart. To a land that's unforgiving, from the land we knew by heart. To a land that's unforgiving, from the land we knew by heart.
Nice.
Thank you.
This still feels pretty relevant.
Hmm.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, I would say in some ways more than ever.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
Uplifting note to end on.
Yeah.
Um, so thank you for being here, Blair, and sharing your music. It was
Thank you.
great.
Thank you very
Fun.
much for having me.
And
And I will be more rehearsed next time.
yeah, and Lizzie says powerful lyrics.
Hmm.
Ooh, you inspire me to get back into songwriting.
Wow.
Go
Well, that's good. Right?
Blair. That's
Good.
awesome. Go
Well, that's
Lizzie.
fantastic. Yeah, go
Yeah.
Lizzie.
Yeah. There's lots of great resources for some songwriting education too, coming from Blair.
Yeah.
And Debbie says wonderful. So
Oh,
thank
that's nice.
you. And thank you everyone for being with us here tonight. And yeah, we'll see you next week.